everyone. Welcome again to this another lecture series of human behavior and victimology. Okay, we were going to continue our discussion on this subject or in this course. Okay, so let's start with this topic, the sexual dysfunctional or dysfunctional pattern. So ano ba tong sexual dysfunctional patterns? So when we say from the word dysfunctional pa lang, no? Wait lang. Okay. From the word dysfunctional pa lang, no, we can already discern that something is going wrong with the sexual activity, no? Something is going wrong to achieve sexual pleasure. Okay? So, sexual dysfunctional patterns, this refer to the problems. No? Ano-ano ba itong problema na ito? What is these problems? Okay? This problem, it can affect a person's desire for sexual pleasure. O di kaya, it affects their ability to achieve it. No, ibig sabihin, this means having trouble, no, na maging interested ka sa sexual activity or di kaya sa sex, no, or sa sexual intercourse, no. Okay, and then you are becoming or in becoming physically aroused or in becoming or in reaching sexual satisfaction o yung tinatawag nating orgasm. Okay? So these problems, this can be a cause or this can be caused by a mix of physical issues, no? Pwede ding health conditions, no? Or pwede ding medications, no? Pwede ring mental or emotional issues, no? Katulad na lang ng stress or anxiety. No? Pag yung tao is walang interest or desire na makipag-sex, no? Yan na yung tinatawag nating desire disorder. Okay? So, I will give you an example with this. No? It is when someone wants to have sex, but kaya meron siyang trouble. He has trouble in what? In getting or keeping an erection. No, erection, syempre, we are referring this one to men. No, or becoming physically aroused. So, in women naman, which is, tinatawag din natin yung arousal disorder. Okay? So, minsan naman, a person might have pain during sa kanilang sex or sexual activity or trouble in reaching orgasm. So, lahat ng ito, class, no? Okay, all these types are tinatawag nating sexual dysfunction. Okay? So, to sum it all up, ano ba itong sexual dysfunctional patterns? It means trouble with the desire or ability to enjoy or complete sexual activity. No, somehow it could affect the desire, it could affect the arousal, it could affect the orgasm, and it can cause pain. Okay? So let's now proceed to, okay, no, it is a disturbance, no? Aside from that, before we're going to proceed the different types, okay, so aside from that, the sexual dysfunctional pattern, it is a disturbance in any phase of the human sexual response cycle. No? Wala ka nang ganang makipag labing-labing, no, with your partner. Sa mga married life na dyan, no? Okay. So, next, let's proceed now to the sexual dysfunctional types. Yan, ano ba to? Okay? So, types of this sexual dysfunction. So, we have two different types of sexual dysfunction. First, the hypoactive sexual desire disorder. So, ano ba itong hypoactive sexual desire disorder? It is marked by a lack, no? Lack, pag sinabing lack, may kulang. Okay? Or no, wala talaga, no? Lack or no sexual drive or interest in sexual activity. Okay? So this kind of dysfunctional patterns class is characterized by persistent, upsetting loss of sexual desire. So, ibig sabihin, you are having a very low or the person is having a very low or wala talagang interest na makipag-sex, no, for a long time. Okay? Which causes distress. O ang nangyayari is, okay, it can cause distress. Okay? Distress or upset. Okay? So, it is when someone doesn't think about sex or ayaw niya makipag-sex, and this lack of desire, maglalast siya ng mga ilang months, no? So, these problems makes them feel frustrated or kaya ay maging unhappy, no? Because of the lack of interest or lack of interest that affects their well-being or sa relasyon ng mga mag-partner, no? So, kagaya na lang halimbawa, no, kung married woman, kung kasal, no? Okay, this type of partners, okay, uh, rarely na lang silang maka-feel ng interested in having sex with sa husband kaya, no? Or even sa wife, no? Even though mahal naman talaga niya yung kanyang partner, kanyang asawa. Okay, hindi naman sa ayaw niya makipag sexual activity or makipag-sex kasi he doesn't love that person anymore or yung kanyang asawa anymore. But the reason is that wala siyang interest, no? Wala talaga siyang ka-interest, no? This lack of desire has been going on for months, no, and makes her feel worried and guilty. So, paano ikaw, yung mga married partner dyan, paano pa kaya sila what's this? Continue to that activity kung ganun na yung napi-feel nila with themselves, no? Or with themselves. Okay? So, this hypoactive sexual desire disorder, it is about long-lasting, no? It is about upsetting loss of sexual desire. Nakakainis, no? Na loss, no, of sexual desire that affects someone's life and someone's relationships. Okay? So that is all about the sexual, the hypoactive, no? The other one is sexual aversion disorder. Okay, what is the characterization of this disorder naman? Okay? It is characterized by a desire to avoid genital o avoid, iniiwasan mo talaga, no, genital contact o ayaw mong mag genital contact, you are trying to avoid. Dito you are not trying to avoid, it's just wala ka lang interest, no, lack or no. Okay, this one, you are avoiding any genital contact with your sexual, okay, with your sexual partner. Okay, so meaning to say, no, it refers to persistent feelings of fear, no, this avoidance, no, your anxiety or even disgust, no, you feel disgust, no, about engaging in sex, no. It means a person meron talaga siyang strong desire na umayaw talaga, no, to avoid any sexual contact with their partner, no, instead na maging interested in sex, no, iba yung kanilang pakiramdam, no. Ano ba yung nararamdaman nila? They feel fear, they feel anxiety, or even mas napi-feel nila na yung disgusting, no? Okay, they feel disgust about it. Thinking about it pa lang, they feel disgust, no, about it. Okay, pag iniisip pa lang nila or when facing sexual activities, no? So hindi lang to basta lack of interest, eh. So it's a deep feeling, no? It's a deep feeling of wanting, no? It's a deep feeling of wanting to stay away from anything sexual, no, because it causes distress. Again, ha, baka hindi nyo alam kung ano ibig sabihin ng distress, ha. DI. D-I-S, D-I tapos stress, no? Pag sinabing distress, ano ba ibig sabihin, no? This is when a person feels bad inside, no? Emotionally, na pwedeng maka-affect, no? How they feel, how they think, and how they act in daily life, no? Yun yung distress, ha. Okay. So, for example, marami kang pinagdadaan ng problema o yung partner nung isa is maraming pinagdadaan ng problema. It could be sa work or even meron siyang mga sariling battles in life, no? Kaya na they might experience distress. Pag ganyan, ba mahirap makipaglabing-labing dyan, no? Okay, they feel sad, no? They feel worried or let's say they're unable to focus with that activity. Okay, so this feeling of distress affects the overall well-being of the person. Okay, another example, yung namatayan ka, okay, someone or sa family mo, one of the member of your family, tagal-tagal mong makamove on, ilang months na, And then, yung asawa mo is, yun na, naglalambing about this activity. Okay? So, wala kang kagana-gana because you are experiencing distress. Okay? So, that's basically sexual aversion disorder. Okay? So, now let's proceed to another topic. Okay? So, we are now in uh, another disorder. Okay, yung pag-uusapan naman natin ngayon is about sa mga disorder, sexual disorder. This is a separate lecture about doon sa mga sexual disorder so that in the next na mga discussions, na mga lecture series is that we can continue now with iba't ibang area, no? Okay, so inisa lang natin tong discussions about this sexual disorder. Okay, somehow it can help you, syempre, in your future endeavor, no? Wala nga naman mag-iyo-iyo pa kayo, no? You are going to be a future law enforcement officers. Or yung iba, okay, pwede rin sa academ, no? Tulad namin. Okay? Okay, those affecting males. Okay, ano naman yung mga disorder affecting males? Okay, so ito yan. Meron tayong tinatawag na erectile insufficiency. Okay, o tinatawag natin impotent. O, sa part ng lalaki, tinatawag natin impotent. No? It is a sexual disorder characterized by inability. O, pag sinabi natin inability, wala ka talagang ability, no, sa inability. This is negative, no? Wala kang, you do not have the ability, wala kang kakayahan, no, na maka-achieve ng or maka-maintain ng erection for a successful intercourse. Okay, kung hindi naman mag-erect, no, so walang successful intercourse. So ang tawag diyan, so, doon sa part ng mga lalaki, ang tawag diyan is erectile insufficiency or yung tinatawag natin again na impotent or impotency if you are referring to the phenomenon. Okay? So next, premature ejaculation. So ano naman tong premature ejaculation? Okay? It is the unsatisfactory. Kapag sinabing unsatisfactory, not satisfied, no? Unsatisfactory brief period of sexual stimulation. Okay, pag sinabing unsatisfactory, hindi ka nagwagi, no? Parang ganun, okay? So, that results to the failure of the female partner to achieve satisfaction. Okay, pag sinabi natin premature means something's earlier, no? Happen, no? Than expected or too soon. So, ang bilis, no? Okay. What's this? Kung sa Bisaya pa, nag-una na, no? Okay? That's premature ejaculation. Okay? Your ejaculation is not in timing. Okay? Next is retarded ejaculation. Okay? When you say retarded, pag retarded, this is very common, ano, common na term na in our field, no? So, you can already discern something on this. Okay? Retarded ejaculation, you're just going to connect that one with ejaculation. It is the an inability to something. Okay, again, inability, something is going wrong na naman. You cannot achieve something, no? It is the inability to ejaculate during intercourse. Okay, ito talaga, the premature ejaculation, meron kang na-ejaculate. Ano ba yung na-ejaculate man? Meron kang na-ejaculate na semen, yung tinatawag natin semen, no? Okay, yung retarded naman is, okay, again, when we say premature ejaculation, meron kang na-ejaculate, kaso nga lang premature. Yung retarded ejaculation is wala talaga, no? Hindi ka talaga naka-ejaculate na, okay? During intercourse, resulting to worry between partners. Siyempre, pag may worry, you cannot focus, no? You cannot focus. Okay, so this is retarded ejaculation. It is also known as delayed ejaculation. No? It is a condition where a man experiences persistent difficulty or di kaya inability to ejaculate. No? Despite having adequate sexual desire, meron naman. Okay, despite having erection and stimulation, meron naman, but still no. Okay, this condition can involve a significant delay before ejaculation or di kaya inability to ejaculate at all during sexual activity, no? Even though the desire and physical readiness nandyan naman, no? Okay? So, it may occur either during intercourse or pwede ding masturbation, no? You know masturbation already, no? Or tatawag natin pagsasarili, no? Okay? So, next, sa women naman tayo, okay? Okay, those affecting to women. Okay, ano ba itong mga disorder na ito? Okay, mga dysfunctional patterns. Okay, we have this arousal insufficiency. Kung sa lalaki, meron silang tinatawag na impotency or impotent. Sa babae naman, ang tawag naman is frigid. Okay, if R-I-G-I-D, frigid, or tinatawag natin frigidity if we are referring to this kind of phenomenon. Okay, this is a sexual disorder characterized by partial or complete failure to attain lubrication. Hindi na nagwe-wet, no? Or swelling response of sexual excitement by the female partner. Okay? So, or tinatawag din itong female sexual arousal disorder. Ito yung when a woman, okay, repeatedly has trouble, no? He has trouble feeling sexually excited or he has trouble of arousal, no, during sexual activity. So, wala siyang interest, no? Kasama na dyan, no, walang interest or little lang yung interest, no? Or few sexual thoughts, okay? And reduced physical responses, no? Like, syempre, ang result is there are vaginal dryness or lack of genital sensation. So, yan yun. Kung sa lalaki impotent, yung babae naman is ang arousal insufficiency or frigid. Hindi na nag-wet, no? Kahit anong gawin. Okay, next. Orgasmic dysfunction. Okay, what is this? Anong klaseng dysfunction naman? Pag sabing dysfunction, no? Something na hindi na nagpa-function. No? Anong hindi nagpa-function? Yung orgasm. Okay? A sexual disorder characterized by the difficulty in achieving orgasm. Okay? The person cannot achieve orgasm. Okay. Say for example, paano namin magagamit yan man? Let's say for example, in your future endeavor, no? Magiging parte na kayo ng law enforcement agency natin, kahit saang agency ba yan, no? Or it is needed, no? Na-examine kayo somehow in your investigation, no? Paano naman mangre-rape yung taong yan? Or paano naman sinabi nating women naman ito, di ba? For example, meron magte-testify, no? Paano naman mabubuntis? Kunyari, ganun yung pangyayari, no? Paano mabubuntis yan, sa pagkakaalam ko, merong tinatawag na ano yan, orgasmic dysfunction, no? Parang ganun, somehow. No, maybe. Okay, so let's proceed to another discussion, another topic. Okay, vaginismus. Meron pa pala, no? Okay, vaginismus or vaginismus. How are you going to pronounce this one? Okay, still affecting to women. Okay, the involuntary spasm of the muscle at the entrance to the vagina. Yun yung mga labia-labia, no? That prevent penetration of the male sex organ. Okay? So, it is when the muscles around the ari ng babae, no, tighten on their own. Okay? So, pag nagta-tighten on their own, it's so hard, no, or it does not make penetration, or if it is makes penetration, painful, no? The result is painful or impossible, no? It can happen during sex and often causes pain or often it causes burning or stinging, no, that the person cannot control. Hindi niya kontrolado yun. Yun yung tinatawag nating vaginismus, no? Vaginis, vaginismus. Vaginismus, okay. How are you going to pronounce that one? Okay, next. Dyspareunia. Okay, dyspareunia. So, tinatawag nating painful during activity, sexual, no? During sexual activity, the person or the woman is experiencing painful sexual this activity or painful coitus, okay, painful acts, okay, yun yung napi-feel ng women, okay, ng girl, okay. So, ano bang kaibahan ng vaginismus at saka dyspareunia? Okay, yung vaginismus, okay, the vaginal muscles, it tighten, no? Or it tighten or the spasm involuntarily, preventing or making the penetration na maging mahirap, no? Okay, the pain comes from the muscle contraction talaga, no? And it is usually before or at the moment of penetration. While ito namang dyspareunia is yun yung pain, yung nai-experience ng pain ng babae during sexual intercourse in women. Okay? It can occur as well before, during, or after the penetration rather, no? So, the pain is not caused by the muscle spasm, katulad ng sa vaginismus, no? But may result from infection or dryness kaya, or injury, or other physical or emotional factors. Okay? So, that is this pareunia. Okay, so now let's proceed to the sexual behaviors leading to sex crimes. Okay, sexual behaviors leading to sex crime. So, pag sinabi nating this one, no, sexual behavior na pwedeng makalead sa sex crime. So, these are actions where the sexual activity, no, it violates legal or ethical boundaries, no? It often involving yung mga tinatawag nating non-consensual acts, no, or mga exploitation kaya, or mga abuse. Bakit abuse? Kasi sobra-sobra naman, no? Hindi naman yun yung usual na makikipagtalik, no? Para lang ito sa merong mga abnormalities, no? Okay? So, first is, okay, again, so the sexual behavior leading to sex crimes, no? These behaviors, no? Pwedeng, isa sa mga halimbawa, yung mga tinatawag natin exhibitionism, no? Mga donwanism, no? It goes beyond personal boundaries, no? It goes beyond and it violates another person's right, no? And another person's consent, no? Okay, so when someone exposes themselves indecently, no, the uses of obscene language para lang mangharas or mag-engage ng mga sexual acts without genuine consent or respect, no, pwedeng magkakos ito ng emotional distress doon sa biktima or fear kaya or trauma, okay, doon sa biktima, okay? Or because these actions threaten the personal dignity and safety. Kaya we have laws, no? We have these laws that punishes them, no, to protect people from this harm and from this exploitation. So, merong mga legal consequences, no? If it is being found, no? If there is abuse. Okay? Maliban na lang kung that activity is consensual. Depending on the severity of the act, if that is not, no? Okay, so in short, these behaviors are not just socially unacceptable, but they are ethical and legal violations, no? That meant to be stopped, no, to maintain respect, to maintain safety in the society. Okay? So next, let's start with this one as to sexual reversals. Okay, so we have this what we call homosexuality. Homosexuality. So it is a sexual behavior directed towards same sex. So pag sinabing same sex, so lalaki sa lalaki or girl to girl, no, it is called tribadism or lesbianism for female relationship. Okay? And that is a disorder. Okay, next, transvestism. No, it is transvestism. No? It refers to the achievement of sexual excitation. Ano ba to? Dressing as a member of the opposite sex, no? Such as, halimbawa, yun na yung lalaki nagsusuot ng mga damit pang babae. O, yan yung trip nila. No? Ang tawag dyan is transvestism, no? O yung lalaki again nagdadamit ng or nagsusuot ng lingerie, no? Ng mga panty, lingerie, ng bra ng mga girls, no? Or mga outfits kaya ng mga girl, no? And he find that act, no, stimulates him sexually, nakaka-energize that one sa kanila, no? So that is transvestism. Yan yung trip nila din. Okay, next, fetish. So, tinatawag natin fetish or fetishism. Ang sexual gratification naman is yung kaniyang sexual satisfaction is obtained by looking at somebody parts, underwear of the opposite sex or other objects associated with the opposite sex. No? So for example, yung tinatawag nating meron ba kayong narinig niyo na ba to? Foot fetish. Meron tayo tayong foot fetish wherein yung kanyang sexual excitement is specifically linked to feet, no? Body parts, no? Feet, including kissing, no? Gusto-gusto niyang halikan yung paa or massaging or admiring the feet, no? Kunyari, no? Ang tawag natin dyan is fetish, or if you are going to call that phenomena, that is fetishism, no? Okay, so these objects or body parts, if it is objects naman, is it become essential sa kanila, no? It triggers sexual arousal. Gumagamit ng mga objects, no? With the individual. So, ang tawag dito is fetishism. Okay? So, next. Okay, next we have, as to the choice of partner naman. Okay, so meron tayong tinatawag na pedophilia. Oh, as to choice of partner, meron din siyang trip na gusto niya maging partner. Itong gusto kong maging partner during sexual activity. Ayaw ko na sa mga nakasanayan. Ayaw ko na sa usual, no? Nag-evolve na. O, disorder yan, no? Okay, tatawag natin pedophilia. Okay, a sexual perversion where a person has the compulsive desire. Pag sinabing compulsive, hindi mo talaga mapipigilan na desire na makipag-sexual intercourse sa child of either sex. Either sex, it could be male and female. Yung trip mo is yung child. Oh, mas trip mo yung mas bata sa'yo, no? Okay, your perversion is of a child. Tawag dyan, pedophilia. Bestiality naman is the sexual gratification is attained by having sexual intercourse with animals. Animals naman. Okay? Highlighter. I'm going to use highlighter. Okay, animals naman yung trip mo. Paano ba to? Okay. So, animals. Yan yung trip mo. This one, yung trip mo is child. This one naman is animals. Okay? Makipag-sex na. Mayroon na ba kayong nakita? Marami nag-viral na, no? Yung against the person is yung lalaki, ni-rape niya yung dog, no? Meron ganon. O yung baka, o yung kabayo, no? Ang tawag dyan is bestiality. Okay, next. Autosexual. It is called self-abuse. Okay, bakit self-abuse? It is self-masturbation, no? Nagmamasturbate, hindi na niya kailangan ng partner. Siya lang, kaya niya na, no? Sexual satisfaction is carried out without the cooperation of another. Okay? Self-abuse to, no? Okay, or self-masturbation. Okay, well, ito tawag natin nagsasarili, no? Okay, next. Gerontophilia, okay? It is a sexual desire with an elder person, o elder person naman to. If the pedophilia is child, yung gerontophilia, yung trip naman niya is mas matanda sa kanya, o elder person. Okay? Next. Necrophilia. No, this is an erotic desire or actual desire with a corpse. Okay? Yung dead body, aba, yung kakamatay pa lang, mainit-init pa daw yan, sabi nila, no? So, yan yung trip niya din, necrophilia. Necrophilia ang tawag dyan. Okay, yung patay. Nirape niya yung patay, no? Okay, or ginalaw, rather. Okay, it could be ginalaw. Ginalaw niya yung patay, no? Tawag dyan is necrophilia. Okay, next, incest. Sexual relation between person by reason of blood relationship. Siyempre, hindi ka not legally married, no? Okay, blood relationship naman yung ang trip-trip, no? For instance, yung sexual relation is, wag naman, sana, no? Nakakapaglabot, no? Sexual relation between, pero with, meron din ibang mga, no? Cultures na okay lang din sa kanila to, no? Okay, sexual relation between parent and a child. Yung parent and a child, I'm talking earlier about yung mga cousins, no? Okay. Anyway, let's get back. Okay, parent and a child, or kaya siblings, full man or half, no? kaya grandparents and grandchildren, no? Or kaya between uncles, between niece, no? Mga blood relationship, no? Yan itinatawag nating incestuous act, no? And it is prohibited under the law. Okay? Under our law. Okay? Ang tawag dyan is incest. Basta blood relationship, family, no? Okay? Okay, pag sexual intercourse sa one of the members of the family. Okay, next. Okay, as to the sexual urge. Okay, as to sexual urge, meron tayong tinatawag na satyriasis. Okay, if you are referring to the person na tinatawag natin satirist, no? Satirist. Okay? So, this is when there is an excessive desire. Okay? There is an excessive desire of men to have sexual intercourse. Kung sa lalaki naman, tinatawag nila sobra-sobra yung kanilang urge, no? Kung sa Bisaya pa, uwag, no? Uwag. Okay. Sobra-sobra yung kanilang lust, no? Excessive desire of men. Kung sa lalaki, sa teriasis yan, no? Kung sa babae naman is, katawag nating nymphomania. Okay, if you're referring to the person, we call her a nymphomaniac, no? That is a strong sexual feeling of women naman with an excessive sexual urge. Okay? So, sobra-sobra naman yung urges ng babae. Okay, pag lalaki sa psoriasis. So, noon nilalahat natin, no, pag nymphomania, it could be girl or it could be a woman or a man, no? But there is a specific term, no? Pag lalaki, satirist, pag babae, nymphomaniac, okay? Or satyriasis and nymphomania. Okay, next. As to the mode of sexual expression. Okay, as to the mode of sexual expression naman, meron tayong tawag na oralism. Okay, oralism. Pag sinabi nating oralism, syempre, oral, no? So, it is the use of mouth, okay, the use of mouth or the use of tongue as a way of sexual satisfaction. Okay, so, under oralism, meron tayong tinatawag na fellatio. Ano ba itong fellatio? Male sex organ to the mouth of the women. Okay, mouth of the women, when coupled with the act of sucking that initiates, it can initiates the orgasm. Okay, while the kanilingos, okay, ang yung sexual gratification naman is attained by licking. Oh, no need to elaborate more, no? What are you licking? The external female genitalia, no? The labia. Ang tawag dyan is kanilingos. So, anilism or anilingos naman ito, anilingos, no? Yung nililik naman is yung anus. While the kanilingos, yung nililik is the female genitalia. Okay, anus of your sexual partner. Okay? So, next, we are going to the algolania. Uh, this one naman, sadomasochism or algolania. What is this? Okay, meron tayong tinatawag na sadism or yung mga sadista. Kung sadista, kumbaga, no? Okay. A treatment of sexual stimulation and gratification through the infliction of physical pain. Anong ini-inflict mo? Physical pain. Ano bang klase yung mga physical pain? Sampalin mo kaya o gagamit ka ng belt, no? Para ano mo doon sa tao, no? On your sexual partner. Okay, tawag dyan is sadista, no? Or sadism. Okay? Sadism. So it may also be associated with animals. It may also be associated with objects, no? Instead of human beings. Okay? Yung masochism naman, ang tawag na naman natin is masochista. Okay? Yung infliction of pain naman is, okay, oneself. So what is the common denominator of sadism and masochism? Is that there is an infliction of pain. Okay? While this one lang, yung difference lang is siya lang, yung oneself, no? Okay? In the masochism, saan siya mag-i-inflict ng pain? Sa kanyang sarili, no? Para maka-achieve ng sexual pleasure. Okay? Again, what is the difference between sadism and masochism? To sum it all up, sadism is a person gets sexual pleasure by causing pain or suffering sa kanyang partner. Ha? Tandaan nyo yan. While the masochism is a person gets sexual pleasure by receiving pain or suffering themselves. Okay? Okay, next. Okay, as to the part of the body. As to the part of the body, meron tayong tawag na, okay, sodomy. Okay, ano naman tong sodomy? A sexual act through the anus of the sexual partner. So this is not the usual sex, no? Okay, anus. Okay? Next, iba yung man yung kanina kasi there is licking, no? This one talaga is through anus. Uranism, sexual gratification is attained through holding the breast of licking parts of the body. Okay, yung this one naman, the breast. Okay? Frottage. Okay, this the act of okay, the frottage is the act of rubbing the sex organs against the body parts of another person. Okay, so the sexual arousal is from rubbing one's genitals against another person's body. No? Okay. Again, yung uranism ha, that is yung sexual pleasure, it comes from touching, it comes from fondling the parts of the body, katulad ng breast, no? Okay, yung sodomy again, that yung sexual act is involving the anus of the partner. Okay, next, partialism. Okay, it refers to the sexual libido on any part of the body. Or this one naman, any part of the body of the sexual partner. Yung kanyang sexual attraction or focus on a specific body of the partner. O, katulad na lang, yung focus yung feet, yung hands, no? Ganyan. Okay, next. As to visual stimulus. Okay, as to visual stimulus again, we have this, what we call voyeurism. The person is commonly called, natawag natin, okay, the peeping Tom. Okay, the peeping Tom. Okay, an achievement of sexual pleasures through clandestine peeping. Pag sinabi natin clandestine, secret, no? Secret means, okay, pasekreto siyang parang nambubuso, no? Yung tatawag ng voyeurism, no? Ng pambubuso. Okay? So, uh, peeping, no? Peeping to the dressing room, peeping to the couple's room, or kaya sa toilet, yung toilet ng kapitbahay ay maraming butas, no? Yun. And frequently, the person masturbate during the peeping activity. O, nagmamasturbate ka with your own. Masturbate nga eh, kasi with your own, no? Eh, nagmamasturbate ka while watching the couples or while watching a girl or a woman, no? And what's this? Naliligo, no? Sa loob ng banyo or sa loob ng toilet, no? Ganon. Okay? So, merong naliligo sa toilet, no? Of course. Next, scoptophilia. Okay? So, the intentional act of watching people undress or during sexual intimacy. So, yung iba din yung trip mo, gustong-gusto mong tinitingnan yung dalawang tao, no? During their sexual intimacies. Or, naka-undress kaya, no? Alright. Next is, as to the number of participants in the sexual act. Okay? So, we have this what we call Troilism, from the word Troy, three, no? There are three persons involved. Okay, there are three persons that participate in sex orgy. No? Pwedeng dalawang babae versus isang lalaki or isang lalaki versus dalawang babae. Ang tawag dyan is Troilism. Okay. Yung pluralism naman, itong mas matindi kaysa troilism, no? Group of persons talaga, group of persons, sex, in sexual orgies, no? Ito yung tinatawag nating sexual festival, no? Yung pluralism, no? Sexual festival. Okay, such as couple-to-couple sexual relations. Okay? Next is, um, okay, I did not include pala yung iba, no? Okay, so, We'll just, ano pa, meron pa palang hindi na-include, no, yung other na mga sexual abnormalities, no? Okay? So, katulad na lang halimbawa ng mga, yung exhibitionism. Alam niyo yun, yung exhibitionism. Ito yung tawag natin indecent exposure. Okay? Or intentional exposures of genitals to members of the opposite sex under the appropriate conditions. Okay? The person is getting pleasure by deliberately exposing one's genitals sa public. Pinapakita yung kanyang genital sa public. Okay? So, tawag dyan, natin dyan is exhibitionism. Okay? Meron pa. Ano pa yun? Coprolalia. Okay? Ito, hindi ko nasali, no? Coprolalia. C-O-P-O, I mean, C-O-P-R-O, Lalia, L-A-L-I-A. Okay? So, ito yung the use of obscene language to achieve sexual satisfaction. No? Gusto-gusto mo yung nagsasabi ng obscene language or mga vulgar words. Okay? Alam niyo na yon yung vulgar words, no? Para maka-achieve ng sexual arousal, no? Through using, or meron ka sinasabi ng mga vulgar words or hearing kaya mga obscene or vulgar words. Ano pa ba? Donwanism. Hindi ko rin nasali, no? Yung Donwanism. No, that is a condition where a man seeks multiple sexual partners for pleasure. Okay? He avoid lasting relationship or commitment. So, a man constantly pursues many women. No? Maraming babae yung kanyang pinursu for sexual encounters. He never commits in any long-term relationship. Gusto niya pa iba-iba, no? Okay, that's Donwanism. Parang mayaman na mayaman talaga, no? Kasi Don. Okay? So, thank you so much, everyone. And um, uh, I will see you on the next lectures.